Big time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Tar And he'll just take a knee, and this is on the field for the first time today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Pitt pushing the pace. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Keeps it on the bootleg. Takes the easy completion. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Here's the pressure. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive in the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be...
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. Oh, it's loose. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It smothers. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a...
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Pitt right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Working the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
So now it's second and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Hicks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I know, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now facing a third and long. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. Fakes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. So you didn't pick up the first down on the short game, but will the analytics sway them to go for it here on fourth down?
I think the analytics say go for it, Reese, every single time, every situation now. It's only 1 yard to go, short yard situation, man. I'm going to trust.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to run it. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On first and 10 from the 38. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
He might want another play. From the red zone, looking for a man. Snagged out of the air. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. And the Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The run from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Panthers will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time. That first down marker. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Complete. He smashes his way through again. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Breaks into the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. On the option. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
What will the offense dial up on third and goal? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The Tar Heels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. Away from the defense. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 40, the 20, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UNC!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Oregon.
Gets it out fast.
We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught. It's shipped. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Moves around to clear up the vision. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Culliver. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's shipped. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Moving. Keeping the eyes downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments.
Running, he's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the 2nd half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Punt is in the air. That's the return man on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On target over the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Let's it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And defense is about being great in the great situations on the 3rd downs. Goal line situations like this, when you need to get a few stops, putting a few stops together, even though you gave up a long drive to get down here.
Looking to get it in. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Looking for a crease to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. To the air, it's Mack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll return it from the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort in that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Quarterback may change this route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Swings it out to the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Quickly complete. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And the Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Slithers into space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense in a bunch formation. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in down the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Panther! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, UNC! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 10 over Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
He's got it on the right. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. They'll go to the ground. Got room on the return. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Still looking on the move. Snagged in the middle. It's Ship. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. He splits the uprights. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. Penalty, you've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the... He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Hard running there. They can rely on this guy to pick up